Hello, and welcome again to another episode of Third Action. I am your game master for the evening, Jason, and these are the same three ghosts that have been haunting me since this whole thing began. In the bottom left, we have Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger.
It takes me a lot of effort not to say hello back when you say hello in the beginning. I always almost do it.
I could pause. I could do like hello. Oh, you mean at the very beginning? Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the very beginning, you're like hello, and I'm like, oh, hello, Jason.
In the bottom middle, we've got Will playing Greshy Ironroot, dwarven druid, and his dog Phelan too.
I'm haunted, and it scares me.
And in the bottom right, we have Adam playing Gunn, Shough, champion of Erastil.
Evening.
And he's a human. I think I said everybody else's races but him. Sorry, ancestors.
Everyone's
Ancestries.
human.
So, last time on Third Action, what did happen? Where did we start? We started with you all
At the farm.
You were at the farm, the Hambley farm, some miles away from Sandpoint, investigating what appears to have been a ghoul infestation. Many of the local civilians there seem to have been attacked and perhaps turned into ghouls. You managed to fend them off, clear the place out, and defeat the ghast that had been kind of running the place. You found another victim of the Skinsaw murders. This one face down in a bed. The similar markings, Sahedron rune carved into his chest, jaw missing. From there, you got the help of Sheriff Hemlock and a few of the town guard to sweep the place and get rid of any ghoulish corpses. You also ran through the clues that you've obtained thus far, and indeed found a key to a manor of some sort. Back in town, the key itself had had what appeared to be the Foxglove crest or sigil on it. You returned to town, and the next day, Oath Day, Lamashon the 17th, 4707 Absalom Reckoning, you began gathering information from the townsfolk to see what this key might belong to and where it might lead. You found out a bit more about Aldern Foxglove. It seems that he is a surviving child of a family of merchants that once owned or perhaps still does own a mansion along the Lost Coast Road, far to the south. This place has been called by many of the local Varisians as, or is referred to by many of the local Varisians as the Misgivings. Ooh. Many locals dare not go near the place. There's a lot of stories about strange noises, sounds of people crying. I think you heard a tale of a bat-like man down beneath the mansion. The last real inhabitants were about 20 years ago. Seemed to be the father and mother of Aldern Foxglove, a man by the name of Traver Foxglove. I don't know if I mentioned that specifically, but probably would have heard that name in passing. Traver and his family had lived there up until about 20 years ago, when the servants' quarters outside burned down and everyone inside died. Save for the children who were whisked away to another major city nearby called Corvosa. Yes. It's a major city in Cheliax, or kind of near the Cheliax border, I guess. It's one of Magnemar's kind of main competitors. But about a year ago, Aldern Foxglove showed up again in Magnamar, and came to Sandpoint and the surrounding area to try and find some workers to help fix up the manor. But that was some months ago, or I guess a little over a year ago. Not much has been heard from him since, until you guys ran into him at the Swallowtail Festival, probably a little under a month ago, or a little over a month ago. Yeah. Let's see, is that about covers the information that you picked up? You then, with this information in tow, you made your way south along the Lost Coast Road, up the peninsula, and I guess today is actually... Is today Oath Day? Today is Oath Day, yes. I'll double check that later. You ended up spending a night, and the next day making your way into the mansion early in the morning. There were some sickly looking crows outside, and a lot of just dead landscape all around. Two of you led your horses out further afield. The other third horse, Cimarron, which I believe is Gunn's horse, was led into the mansion and tied up to a statue, or not statue, what appears to be a stuffed manticore. Yes. And that is, I guess you explored a tiny bit of the mansion. You opened up a few doors, saw some more doors and a staircase, and then went into a small room to the side, which seemed to be some kind of... Let's see what room that is. That is that
drawing room.
Yes, that was the drawing room, where upon opening the curtains blocking the window, you all saw a flash of a woman's face, contorted in fear, terror, anger, some strange emotion, mix of emotions. So that is where we shall begin. And let me go ahead and move you guys over to the map, which is now prepared. And this might
fancy
take a
map.
moment. Apologize, listeners, for a moment while I set this up. Where did my Roll20 window go? There it is.
Over here. Sort of center right.
Switch this over to map view and do a bit of scrolling.
There we are.
Okay. I'll zoom out a little bit. And let me move you guys around just a little bit, just so I can kind of illustrate where you are. Oh, that's not super useful to put Asher there. So I'll move Greshy around a bit to kind of show. So outside, there was this kind of outbuilding that seemed to be burned down. The path led up, forked in two. You guys had two choices of doors, the eastern doors, which seemed to be the main doors, or the western doors, which seemed to be maybe definitely not the main entrance, definitely some kind of side entrance to some kind of large room. Then we have the sort of main hall, where you opened up the way to the stairs on the right. Those stairs lead up to another floor. There's also the doorway to the left, which led to a hallway with some more doors in it. Further to the north, there's some kind of stain and a rug on the floor, and it leads back to a set of windows at the far northern side of this larger room. And you guys decided to take this right door into this small chamber. And it's pretty dark in the house, save for whatever light is coming in from the outside. So.
Well, there was a thing there. What was that?
Oh, is my mic pipe popping? Should I just... back it up.
I don't know if
Crackle.
I don't know if anybody else is hearing it. I've been hearing it for weeks now, but it didn't seem to be bothering anyone else, so I assumed it was just.
I
What?
noticed
Then
it.
mention it. I'll just turn down my mic.
I noticed it this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that better?
I noticed it when he said something. I was like, oh, there is. Yes.
Hey, let me know.
I think
Otherwise,
so.
I can't hear myself in the mic. So, all right.
It's fair.
Hopefully that is a bit better. Otherwise, I can keep turning it
Yeah.
down until you can't.
Well, if you turn it down too far, we just can't hear you at all.
Yeah,
Right.
So that's kind of a problem.
just run the game yourselves.
I've got
Okay.
this. So we'll wander around this house and nothing will happen and it'll be fine.
There are a
We'll
few
find a bunch
ghosts.
of
They're
piles of
all
gold and then-
friendly.
Yeah.
Will give us gifts, and it will be fun.
Okay, so you guys find yourself in this drawing room. There's not much here
So-
other than this now opened window.
Okay. Then
Oh, there's the room. I'm all zoomed out.
The wind is sort of just howling all around you. You can hear the window itself kind of clatters in its panes.
thinking we should move around pretty cautiously here. So, would you mind doing the glowy glow thing to my blocky
Sure.
blocker?
Your blocky blocker. Is that what we're calling it now? Sure. I'll cast light on Gunn's shield so that he's got a bit more visibility. If that's going to be the case, though, should we go together then instead of doing our separate door opening bit? As fun as it is.
Yes, I can't see very well at all in the dark.
Well, that, and if there's ghosts around, I'd rather not be jumped without
Right.
having
Maybe
some.
they'll glow.
Maybe the glow will help.
Glowy ghosts.
Are ghosts afraid of the dark?
No, they're afraid of the light. I don't know
Oh.
if that's true either. Maybe they're not.
Who knows? We'll find out. All right. Well, not sure what else there is in here besides a random lady in a glass window who's not there anymore.
Are there drawings in the drawing room?
Oh, that would make no
Uh,
sense.
Let's see.
I actually don't even know what the drawing room is for.
For drawing.
Is it truly?
Yeah, there's basically just this kind of unnatural dampness and thick sheets of mold that are kind of clinging to the curtain specifically, but also just kind of all around.
I always thought drawing
The
rooms were
furniture
drawing people in.
I believe there's a chair and an easel, but both are pretty old and moldy. Either look like they've been touched in a long time,
Oh,
not in very good quality condition. And there's a door to the north,
Right.
as well as
there
the door
no-
behind you that you came from.
I'd say let's go that way. Keep going. It
Sure.
could run up around to the other.
This
door.
fancy stained glass windows as well.
Yeah.
Or that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lead the way, Gunn.
All right.
spooky
I'll
house.
step
At
up
least
and-
we're all together.
Open the next door.
Okay, so you make your way forward and open the door to the next room.
Yeah, and you can come inside too. It's okay.
Is the next
So,
room
up
cool and not
ahead-
haunted?
As you open the door, it creaks open slowly, revealing what appears to be a library. There are two chairs, one of which is currently lying on its side on the ground. There is a scarf made of red and gold that is draped over the side of the fallen chair, which really pretty starkly contrasts with the rest of the room's kind of pale decor. A book is lying face down between the two chairs, and there's a stone bookend that's carved to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings that's lying on its side inside the fireplace at the far end of the room. So there's a fireplace all the way at the end.
Any of those conspicuously non-moldy?
Give me perception checks, all of you.
Sure. Well, let's see what we got here. Does Phelan need to roll as well?
No, not in this case.
All right.
Beep, beep, and
24.
There you go. I got a 20.
Gunn has a 13.
So 20 from Greshy, 24 from Asher, 13 from Gunn. Okay. So you're all kind of looking into this room. Nothing seems to be... The mold's a little bit lighter here, but it does still kind of trace through the floor. It kind of crawls up the bookcases at various points. But Asher and Greshy, you both notice the scarf seems to be just fluttering ever so slightly, like something was moving it.
And there's no wind in here?
There's certainly wind outside, but no, there's no wind in this room.
All the windows seem to be closed. All right.
I mean, there's probably like a slight rush of air backward. You guys left the front door open, I think.
We would have.
We purposefully totally did.
In
Escape
fact,
route.
you all hear behind you the sounds of creaking wood and the sound of two doors shutting.
No.
That's discomforting. Should we
Oh,
check on the door or should we continue forward?
Yeah, let's check on the
I'm-
door before we go in any further.
All right. I will come out into the main hall.
Bets on it being locked.
I will see. I'll come down
You guys
and
make your way back into the main hall. Let's see.
he did warn us there'd be a lot of random dice rolling, just in case.
Gunn.
Right,
As you guys are, so you're making your way back into the main hall. Greshy, you see immediately the doors have closed shut and a locking latch has sort of dropped into place. Not as you're looking at it, but it's already kind of dropped.
It's already
there.
done.
Yeah. You can make your way over to it. It looks pretty simple to just undo.
Oh, it's fair. Do I see any signs of disturbance otherwise?
No, just looks like it's closed.
All right. Well, I'll make to open it then. Still would
Okay.
rather have the exit.
Yeah, you do so. The doors swing open and kind of shudder there in the wind and eventually slam shut again.
This may be a problem. You might just have to leave it that way unless you want to move something to keep them open.
Unlock it, but don't open it real quick.
Sure.
Gunn,
I'll just...
you notice before you smelled this kind of smell of something burning, and you notice that the stuffed manticore seems to be like some patches of fur seem to be a bit on fire. Like you see little
bit.
small flames. Yeah, they're starting to
Just
grow
Gunn
as
sees
you
this?
watch it. Yeah, just Gunn sees this.
Oh, well, that's...
I will kind of try to put him out with anything that's handy, I guess. If there's a rug or a... Maybe I'll tear down a curtain.
Sure. Which curtain are you going for?
Is there anything closer than the curtains that I could grab?
No, honestly, the curtains behind you, next to Asher, are probably the closest thing.
Yep, I'll step back into the drawing room,
Okay.
pull down those curtains.
Yeah, you rush in, just rip one of the curtains off of the bars, and come dashing back into the room.
And I'll try to beat the fire.
and
Okay.
I don't see the flames at all, right?
No,
Like
nobody
if
else sees
if
the
I
flames.
looked at it, I don't see them.
The
No,
fuck you
don't-
doing,
don't
Gunn?
see
What are
anything.
you doing? What are you doing?
Gunn runs over and starts beating the
Uh,
manticore to try and pat out the flames. But Gunn,
But-
as you're doing this, the flames grow larger and larger, and this kind of spectral manticore rises up larger than the stuffed creature itself. It turns and faces you, and its massive scorpion stinger tail lashes out towards you. makes an attack. Let's see.
Do we see
Yeah.
this?
No,
Or is
none of
this
you see
still
this.
not? Okay.
24 to hit your AC.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. Okay. That does that much damage. I should use my dice roller. Make it easier. One moment.
Concerning when you have to pull out the dice roller. Maybe it's still necessary to be concerned, but still.
Oof. Okay, the scorpion tail strikes you, and your body just goes up in flames. You all see the flames part.
Whoa!
Gunn, you take 25 points of fire damage.
Are you shitting me?
Jesus.
Jesus.
And is he still on fire?
Yes, he is still on
Should put
fire.
him- Oh my goodness, we should put him out.
So
Where are the curtains?
we'll do a little bit of initiative here. But as soon as this happens, the manticore goes completely back to normal for you. Everybody roll initiative. Gunn, I would allow you to roll athletics for this. Everyone else is perception.
All right. Well, 26 for Greshy.
26 for Asher.
Nice. Very nice.
And I have a 24.
24.
bad either.
Okay, so Gunn is currently on fire. Gunn and Asher, you can choose who goes first.
I'll go for I can go first.
Your dex is higher. You should go first.
All right. I have to run in. Do I hold on? Let me look real quick.
I'm
Yeah, to you
holding
guys, it
curtains
looked like
in my hand.
the curtain just kind of like went up in flames. The flames just kind of
Oh, the
trailed up his
curtain's
body.
in flames.
The curtain's not in flames anymore. He's like dropped
Oh,
the
okay.
curtain. And his whole body is on fire. He's just like
Oh my goodness.
flaming torch.
He has
I
to
haven't
stop, drop, and
Dropped
roll.
it, but I would probably hand it over.
Oh sure,
Someone
it's still like
from my
gripped in your
hands. If someone
But it
grabbed
itself
took
is
from
not on
my hand.
fire.
Oh, this is what I brought the gross water for. No, I'm not gonna use the gross water. Don't worry. I'm gonna try and run over and like grab the non-flamed curtain and like try and. Ugh.
Okay,
Try and
so you
help put him
snatch
out.
the curtain from him. So you move over with
Yeah.
one action, snatch the curtain, and start to hit him with it.
You have to stop, drop, and roll.
Gunn, give me a for burning. That's usually a.
It's a flat check.
Yes, give me a flat check. If you beat DC 10, then you will stop burning. So just roll a d20.
Okay, here we go. 14.
Okay. With Asher's help, the fire is put out very quickly, and will drop out of
Yay.
initiative order.
My goodness. Oh my god.
Your armor is kind of
Okay.
smoldering, but you're just kind of standing there a bit in shock for a moment.
All right, I will explain that
Yes,
I
what
saw
was that?
some kind of ghost of the manticore attacked me with its tail and
Oh.
caused this fire rather than actually striking.
Maybe we should move away from the manticore.
Maybe we should break the manticore.
Greshy will untie Cimarron from the manticore statue. Let's put the hearse someplace else.
At least
Perhaps.
the horse isn't on fire.
That's what I was thinking, but it's okay. It's all right. We'll just
Cimarron's
not
like a
have
little
you
bit
on fire
spooked,
either.
but is just kind of pacing around kind of in place. Yeah, we're centipedes ever.
Should we push the manticore out the door? Can we?
Do we want to touch the manticore?
I don't
I'd be
know.
all for pushing or even hauling it out the door. We could tie ropes around it and
And pull it.
drag it outside.
Is it like bolted to the floor? Or is it kind of just chilling there?
It's bolted to, so the manticore itself is kind of on like rods and pins, mounted onto this kind of display, not altar, but like display table.
Well, perhaps
So
that's
you
movable.
could like remove the pins and try and lift it up and carry it outside.
Is the table stuck to the ground?
The table is bolted to the ground, yes.
Okay, then we would have to remove it. Well, I'd rather not have Ash or anybody else catch on fire, including Gunn.
Yeah, so be on your guard.
I will tie Cimarron up to something else.
Well, let's take our ropes, because we have a couple of 50-foot ropes.
Oh, well, we can drag it out. I just don't want Cimarron in the way. Is this piece over here to the left something I could tie Cimarron to? Something more attached?
Yeah, there's just like a display shelf.
All right. Well, I'll try and tie up Cimarron over here instead, and then start hauling out ropes to try and get this thing out of here.
Just wrap it around its legs, form like a kind of. Let's see if I can draw.
You not just want to try and lop its head off?
Well, I considered it.
I don't know if that would stop a ghost.
I was gonna
actually.
say, I'm not sure how
Maybe it's
ghosts
just
work.
Cut it into little pieces and throw them
But I'm
in
thinking
the
like-
well.
Oops.
If you would
Like
like to
4
think about how
ropes.
ghosts work, you could give me a religion check.
Yes, I would actually like to think about how ghosts work.
Not a bad idea if you mention it.
A 22. How do
Nice.
ghosts work?
Freaking magic.
So Asher, in your reading your occult studies, this is kind of related, but when ghosts die, or when someone dies in a place, sometimes ghosts will form as like kind of demi-physical manifestations of that person's unfulfilled desires and so forth. But sometimes that all that negative energy can instead like infuse a place with bad vibes, essentially, and that's what's called a haunt. And a haunt is basically a not quite magical trap that you would typically disable through religion, through some kind of exorcism. But sometimes other methods like diplomacy can be used to talk down a vengeful spirit, etc. It depends a bit on the haunt itself, but you suspect that if this manticore is haunted, that trying to remove it from the room is not going to work. You would have to do
Okay.
something more drastic than that.
Going to suggest that maybe, based on my cool knowledge now of how ghosts work, removing the manticore might not help. I think the haunting or the spirits are restless in this place in general.
All right. So I'm going to also think about this, and I'm going to make 3 questions on my religion check. I'm gonna do a religion check as well. I would like to know if I think this is centered in the manticore or if it's the whole mansion. I have 21.
So you think it's a little bit of the manticore, but almost certainly just this entire place. The manticore must be significant somehow to whatever happened here, at least in some mild way.
Okay.
But whatever caused this is probably deeper and probably relates to the mystery therein.
Number 2 is, do I think we could do the exorcism, whatever it is, from here, or would we have to find like a locus of some kind?
You think you could exercise individual haunts, like individual ghost traps, to temporarily disable them, but if this whole house is haunted, then it'll only temporarily disable stuff, not permanently, until you deal with whatever the source of the haunts is. So there's probably some major source here.
And number 3, do I think this particular manticore will be the focus of a trap again, or do I, or is it like it'll be this now? Like if we get rid of this, it'll just be something else in the room, or is it going to keep coming from the manticore?
You think that whatever haunted energies that infested this manticore probably have kind of dissipated for a bit. You suspect that this won't trigger again for maybe another day.
In this whole room?
In this room, yeah. This particular, this manticore.
Okay. Well then, I guess there's no need to haul this thing outside.
No, all right. Well,
So,
still don't like leaving Cimarron right next to it, but you think it'll be all right?
yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Okay. Well,
Can I do that ritual? How long would it take to do the ritual for an exorcism?
Do you have any holy water or religious book or religious symbols with you?
I have a symbol. I do have a silver holy symbol.
I have the religious text of Abadar. I don't know if that would help you.
Lamash too.
Let's not summon Lamash 2 up in here.
I also have some unholy.
I feel
water,
like that's the
think.
wrong direction for what we're trying to accomplish.
I'm the opposite of what we need.
But I don't know if that would help you at all, Gunn, but I do have some religious writings of Abadar and some scales. Not quite your god, but...
With Greshy's book of Abadar's teachings, plus Asher's tome of occult rituals, you think you could probably form at least a kind of a quick exorcism ritual. That would just be
so my
one religion check.
My holy symbol doesn't help particularly?
No, you would use the holy symbol to do it.
Okay, yes. Okay.
Aye, and we would just assist in trying to set up the ritual itself. Well, yours would be the focal, I guess.
And how long would the ritual take for
just
for
one
room?
action? It's probably a series of kind of chants and mantras. And basically, you're looking to Greshy and Asher's books to see if they have some of these magic phrases that you can use.
Okay. So actually, we might be able to come up with something here, and it wouldn't take all that long.
Hey,
Let's give it a try in this room and see if we can calm the spirits temporarily.
Sure. Let me see what Abadar has to say about
Can actually do
ghosts.
some priestly-like things.
Better you than me.
Is it though? I have a pretty mediocre history with religion checks.
It's less the checks and more of the faith. You seem a bit more priestly than I am.
So far in the adventures, I've typically come in third when we do religion checks,
Oh no.
which is kind of amusing.
My
Well, it's up
character
to you.
should come in last.
If you'd like, I could try it. I just
So for this kind of
Not quite as
exorcism, I
religious
would
as you are.
require trained. So,
Oh,
for instance,
I mean-
Asher would not be able to do it.
I think you or I would be.
I am trained.
Aye, same.
Okay,
I just
well,
don't know if you'd like to do it. I think you're the more the priestly
Yeah,
type.
I'll do it. I will
Yes.
definitely do it.
I'd be happy to assist.
Sure. Yeah, let's like Greshy can do
So an aid action.
an
would
aid.
Just be, yeah, rolling the same check. Aye.
Yes.
And I can't do anything.
I would allow you to aid, so you can do a religion check to aid, but you'll never be able
Okay.
to. Without training in religion, you won't be able to actually be the main
You'll
person
never
doing
be
an
able to.
exorcism.
I'll
You're
never
not
be able to
religious.
do an exorcism,
I'm
guys.
I'm sorry, Asher.
This is
You're
so
just-
sad.
You're just not religious enough. You've got to find God. Have you heard about Abadar? Have you paid your taxes?
These are questions that have answers, I'm sure. For a different time.
Is Greshy actually a follower of Abadar, or is it just like a...
What is
Okay.
everyone's religion? Let's come around the table.
Oh, we are in this very haunted place. This seems like a reasonable time. It'd also be strange for me to be carrying around all this book for no reason, right?
Not really. It would kind of be par for the course
Of all the random things that I carry.
that we all, yeah. All right, so here goes. Let's do an aid.
All right, let's make.
And,
Okay,
Roll
roll the
aid.
aids before you roll the.
19 aid.
Ooh, only a 14 on mine.
Okay, I guess that's one aid, so a +1.
Well, I can't perform one, but I sure can help.
There you go. That's
and
what
we
need.
have a 21
Nice.
on
That's
the.
pretty nice.
So
That will
Total.
make it a 22 total, which is
Mhm.
exactly what you needed to quiet the spirits around this burning manticore. You all feel this kind of immediate like release of tension in the room, and you're like you didn't notice it before, but you all had like goosebumps, but now everything kind of feels a little bit calmer after it's just the three of you kind of just chanting some mystic phrase over and over again. Spirits be gone, spirits be gone, spirits be gone, spirits be gone, while Gunn is like holding up his holy symbol at them towards the manticore. Yes, as the moments pass, you feel like you've done what you can here, and you don't suspect this manticore will be activating at least anytime soon.
All right.
Hey, I did a priest thing.
You did.
Yay.
Turns out you're a better priest than you thought.
Yeah,
You just need the confidence of your friends.
yeah.
The power of friendship or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
Do you feel all
Shall
right to
we-
continue, or do you want me to try bandaging you up a bit?
Yeah, we could do a bandage.
You just look like
And
you're hurt.
well, first thing I could do is do a lay on hands, and then I can. If we're gonna bandage, I can also meditate during that time. Seems to work well.
Oh, I'm
Meditating while being tended.
going to bring
so-
Phelan back in here because rather have him in the not haunted room.
Hello.
So actions.
Asher is immediately distracted by Puppy.
spells.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah. That is 12 points of healing I think right now. Wait. +1. That should go up to 18, I think, at 5th level. I just didn't update it.
Okay, so 15 HPs.
Is it every 2nd level or every 3rd? Because it's like goes
Oh,
up with
it's-
along with spell levels.
It says heightened +1, so you would actually go up to 3rd level at 5th level,
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I believe. Yeah.
yes, that's correct.
Okay, cool.
I will attempt to assist, and we'll
Basically,
do
every odd level you go up by 1.
Yeah,
Aye. So
I
yeah.
will.
I mean, I can.
Hey, that's a nice bonus.
Well, I suppose since you want to get your point back, I'll still try and bandage you, and I'll just do the regular bandaging. I'm not going to do anything fancy.
Okay.
So we'll take 10 minutes here while
Mhm.
Greshy
So
pulls his
Greshy-
poultices out and tries to deal with any of the burns. Tries to help them not stick too hard. That's a critical success, I believe. For I so
for
that
just
should be
regular treat wounds, you are
Yeah.
expert. Or I
Yes.
guess you can choose between expert or treat.
I was doing regular since I didn't feel it was necessary to try and
Okay.
go for something
So
fancy.
yeah,
So
4d8 hit points, which is almost certainly
more than enough, I'm sure, but 16. So you should be feeling better now.
Yeah.
Hopefully nothing too long lasting
Yeah.
on those burns. Asher put you out pretty quick, luckily.
Thank
Yes.
goodness. I remembered my school teachings.
Aye. And hopefully this thing won't catch on fire anytime soon.
The wind
The next
outside seems
thing-
to be picking up a bit. You all feel the house kind of shudder in the wind.
If it weren't so damp, I'd just say burn the damn thing down.
Probably wouldn't burn, especially if the ghosts are particularly stubborn.
Aye, and we'd probably have to deal with all of them being pissed off that we destroyed their home.
I'm sure some of the spirits aren't all bad. It'll probably be nice to release them, at least.
I mean, perhaps, but I'm not ready to take that chance yet.
Does stepping into the other room, the drawing room, feel like it has its own ghosts, or is that?
Perception? Oh no, I got it. I'll roll it. Sorry, what was Gunn's perception modifier again?
+9.
9?
Thank you. I failed to actually write it down. Okay. Sure, Greshy, Gunn. Okay, no. When you step into the next room, you still have the same kind of. You still feel like the whole house is haunted, but nothing particularly stands out of this room. The window doesn't have any. No female
Curtains
face
anymore.
appears again. You all do suddenly hear the sound of sobbing again coming from upstairs. Just softly, just for a moment, but it's there.
God, that creeps me out. All right.
Why? And that fades.
We'll figure out what's up with that before too long. But on heading back into this library, does the library have its own tension?
So you step back into the library. You don't notice. Let's see.
There was the slight wind blowing on this fancy-looking scarf.
The Gryffindor scarf.
There is a
Slytherin all the
splash
way.
of dried blood on the back of the northernmost chair. Or sorry, not northern. Easternmost. There we go. This one.
The right one.
You're right. That's where the scarf is. And yes, Greshy and Asher, you both still notice it kind of fluttering there, as if there were a slight breeze.
Can I slowly creep over to it and see if I can see what's making it flutter? Quietly.
So quiet, you ping yourself.
Okay.
Gunn, you
you-
haven't updated your HP.
All right. Thanks.
Let's see. Okay. Asher, as you make your way over towards it, suddenly it snaps to life.
Ooh.
Like how excited you are. It's gonna freaking kill you.
The
Ooh.
the scarf rips itself off from the
Oh
from
god,
around
it's
the
gonna
chair,
freaking kill you.
flies towards you, wraps itself around your neck, and begins pulling tightly. I
Yay!
need a will save from you.
Oh, will save. Okay. A 30.
Okay, you see.
You scarf.
So the scarf has wrapped itself around your neck and is pulling tightly, as if somebody's pulling at both ends. And you see before you Aldern Foxglove, his eyes kind of bulging with rage, pulling tightly at the scarf, as tightly as he can. You like twist and kind of shrug it off, and like just kind of thrust your hands out, and the image
outta
dissipates, and the scarf flutters harmlessly to the ground.
We defeated the scarf, guys.
We've stepped into an expansion from Trail at House on the Hill.
Aye, to be clear, Asher saw that, no one else did, aye?
You all see the scarf fly out,
But we
You
don't see the picture of
You don't see the image
Aldern.
of Aldern now.
Alright. Well, should I burn that, or...
Let's
I want to pick it up.
try the
Oh, to exercise it again?
exorcism again in here.
Asher,
There's
you
some
reach
jumping
down and
jacks.
pick up the scarf. It seems to have kind of fallen lifeless, but you still get this kind of eerie sense about it.
Ooh.
Out of character, you should totally put it on and wear it for the rest of the adventure.
Oh, okay. I was wearing it before, if you didn't notice. It was a
I
little
mean-
tight.
That would be like an Asher thing to do.
It's like, oh, okay. It feels a little weird, but it's cool.
I mean, it adds a bit of color to your outfit. That said, are we sure it's not gonna... Let's make sure it's not gonna kill you first.
Yeah, I think I saw Aldrin. He was trying to choke
what?
me with this scarf.
Why
He
has
was a
Aldrin got
ghost.
such a hard-on for you?
I don't know. That didn't seem very erotic to
I-
a little bit,
appreciation.
but
Could be. I don't
it
know what
didn't
he's
seem
into.
very loving. He seemed kind of mad. So
Maybe could it have been not Aldern, but someone else from his family?
Maybe. I don't
Like
know what
his
his
sister?
family looks like. It wasn't his sister.
Like a dad.
Oh,
Like a
you're saying
ghost of
that,
his
that it
dad.
wasn't Aldern that Asher saw, but Asher saw someone who looked like Aldern, which might have been his father.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. That
Yeah.
could have been.
It
What
looked
was
a
his
lot
name?
like Aldern to you, Asher.
Looked a lot like Aldern to me.
Okay.
God.
Well, all right.
Well,
Still,
I mean, like,
that's
just at last we know he's not dead.
Ooh, what if he's dead?
Why,
Well,
why
then-
do you
Oh,
seem sad
no.
about this, Asher?
Maybe I don't know, maybe he died and maybe now he's evil in his death, but he was okay before. And now he's an angry ghost.
So in principle, I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, this is a man who's killed and converted many people to ghoulism, possibly, and now wants to kill you two.
What if he did that when he was dead?
Does that make it better?
all right.
Yes.
Tell you what,
It really doesn't.
It makes it
stand-
better to me.
you stand over here, Asher, and Greshy
Okay.
stand over there. Hold this. Chant these words.
All right, let me get my book
Stand
out.
around the
Let's see if I do better with the reciting of these fancy words. I'll give an aid to Gunn's exorcism
yes.
ritual.
Yeah, you'll attempt.
That's a natural 20 for 31 on my assist.
and an 18.
But I have a 16 on the actual exorcism.
Well, we'll see how it
Okay,
does.
so that's what a plus. What's that? Okay.
Plus,
I forget how critical aid works, but let me look again.
Let's look that up real quick. Aid. A critical success is a +2 to the triggering check. It would be +3 or +4 if I was master, but I'm not.
Okay.
So it's +2
from one and plus 1 from the other. That is a total
puts
+3
it to an 18.
for an 18.
Oh, 19. 19.
19 total.
on this haunt. Okay. So you guys try to dispel the evil spirits from this scarf, but it seems to start fluttering again. It's no use.
Well, you can wear it at your own risk, Asher, but I'd leave it behind.
I'm not wearing that. So we're in the same agreement
All right.
boat.
I still think that maybe we should look for an actual scarf that looks nice and colorful for you back in town.
I don't want a scarf. I'm
don't want a
afraid of
scarf?
them now.
Oh, okay.
I have a fear of scarves now and water.
Scarves and water. You're just adding them up there.
Terrifying.
Well, let's have a look around this room then. Maybe is there anything on the shelves and also there's a book and a bookend.
I'll look at the bookend. I'd like to see what's going on with that in the fireplace, I think it was.
Let's see.
Certainly piqued my interest. I don't know, Asher. Sildari says that you should wear the scarf with goggles and a bomber jacket. I think that's a good look for him.
I don't know if they have bomber
I'll look
jackets
really
yet.
cool.
We could make one.
Everyone will think I'm
since they
cool.
Asher would be a
Puppy
trendsetter.
bombers.
I'll make one out of an animal.
So yeah, the
I'll get,
things
like,
in this
a-
room are the blood on the northern, the eastern chair. If you approach that chair, there's some more clots of like long black hair. Some bits of skull and flesh as well.
Skull?
Oh no.
By the there's a bookend that's fallen on the ground, and that's where the bits of skull and flesh are.
Oh, jeez.
As you approach the fireplace and reach in to find the let's see, I think I said there was a
The bookend.
oh,
I
that was the
think?
bookend. Yes, that was the bookend in the
Aye.
fireplace. Yes.
Hi. Well, this, from the looks of things, was used to brain somebody. It's not pleasant.
Oh.
Are there remains of blood on the bookend that I can tell?
Yeah.
Or was it thrown into like a... Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of they're on the end of on the like a corner of the bookend and up along the side of it. And in fact, one of the wings has been chipped and broken.
Well, that's pleasant.
because it's supposed to look like a praying angel with butterfly wings.
Oh, not so much anymore. Well... And to be clear, Asher, you saw Aldern choking you with the scarf?
Yeah, I saw a very angry, ghostly Alden choking me.
Perhaps the choking wasn't successful, and so he went for something a little more lethal.
Maybe.
Like bludgeoning damage.
When he killed his family as a 1-year-old baby?
I don't know. Whoever it was that Asher saw was killing somebody.
Maybe he was. I don't know, because the
I mean,
scarf, he wasn't
I'm fairly
wearing
certain
the
that the
scarf or
manticore
anything.
was dead when they stuffed it and mounted it too, but
True, true.
Okay, I could make a religion check if necessary to tell me if I'm wrong, but my impression is that these are just manifestations of anger rather than specific events.
Maybe.
Might be. Might be. Well, could have been that they're unrelated.
I would say either is reasonable. Sometimes a haunt might manifest as just whatever's nearby, but a lot of the time they manifest as at least sort of related to something in that person's life.
Okay.
What was his name? Traver, I think they said his
Traver,
father's.
yeah.
Traver, his father. So perhaps his father murdered somebody with that. How fresh does the blood look? Like, I suppose if Aldern was, what, 20, 30 years old, the blood would look pretty faded and kind of splotchy, right?
Yeah, this happened 20 years ago, supposedly, that this place was last occupied.
You could give me a medicine check if you're doing.
Yes, I would love to do a medicine check to see how old the blood is. See what that looks like.
Ooh.
That's a 30 total.
Your best guess is that this is probably on the order of maybe half a year to a year old blood.
So this is much more recent.
This isn't old enough to be like 10 to 20 years old now.
It wouldn't look nearly this fresh if that were the case. Might have been... Wait! He was hiring folk to fix up the place. Right?
That's true.
He might have been occupying it while they were doing that. He may have been here. He might... Well, he might still be here. It's our thought, right?
Yep.
So he killed somebody. Or maybe killed somebody. Maybe this is a manifestation of anger about something else.
Unclear. Anything on the bookshelves worth a look?
With the book
Let's
on the
check
ground.
all of the... Let's take a look at the books on the shelves and see if there's anything
You
like
rummage
topical.
through the books. Many of them appear to be... they're mostly newer books. Many of them appear to be on Verizian history. Some are just on merchant practices and markets and economy and that sort of thing.
Nothing of particular value.
No, not really. The most valuable thing in this room is probably the scarf. Which
That's
is
not
like,
saying much.
I mean,
I was at the
it is
bookend.
kind of inlaid with what looks like quite nice materials. It's a very nice scarf.
I'd have still been surprised that it's not the bookend. But what about the book on the floor?
Well, the
Yeah,
bookend is
book on the
damaged, so
floor.
Yeah, fair enough.
What is the book on the floor?
the book on the floor is another book on Verizian history.
Is it open to any particular page that's of interest?
No, it appears to be closed.
Does it have any bookmarks in it?
No, you lift it up and thumb through the pages. A couple are earmarked. One of them seems to be about the Verizian people and their nomadic practices. Another seems to be about just like historic settlements along the Lost Coast. Nothing that seems particularly eye-catching, I guess.
If Aldern was raised in Corvosa, he wouldn't know much about Verzia.
Settlements along the Lost Coast, like this one that we're in right now.
Like Magnamar, Sandpoint.
Okay.
Railport, I think, is the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a place on the shelves where this book would obviously go?
No, there's actually quite a few gaps in the shelving. Whoever put this collection here, it's pretty unfinished. Like there's not that many books. There's maybe 20 books, and these shelves could hold like a couple hundred.
All right.
So it's pretty sparse.
You said that there were some clumps of black hair or black-end hair.
Black hair.
Black hair.
Yeah, they're on the ground near where the scarf was laying. You can reach down and pick them up. They seem to be long, black, probably human hair.
Do they look particularly long, or maybe shoulder length?
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Putting it on your head.
Well, just gonna try and attach them, make it look nice. What the lady
They
we
look
saw
at
in
least
the
shoulder length, probably.
Sure, I'm wondering because I believe Aldern has black hair, and
Yes, he does.
probably shoulder length. He usually wears it. Or well, the picture we have was him wearing it in a ponytail. The lady we saw in the window.
Mhm.
Do you remember what color hair she had?
Did she have colored hair?
I don't know.
Yes,
She was. It
she
was.
did have black hair. Yes.
She did.
Ooh. Maybe the whole family had black hair.
Again, he had a sister.
Mm-hmm.
Might have had a sister and might have just murdered her.
Oh no.
Did you say anything else in this room that we haven't touched on yet?
No, I think you've touched everything in this room. Yes.
We just touched everything.
Touched it with our grubbing
Flying.
hand.
We didn't touch the curtains yet, so I'm going to open all
Go
the curtains.
touch 'em.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. You make your way around the room, opening each of the curtains.
Letting the light in, as it were.
Mhm.
What light remains.
And then
You can see now the wind is picked up, and it's also starting to drizzle outside.
okay.
The sky
Here by the
is
minute.
dark.
Should we keep on moving?
Let's do
Oh,
it. Oh, okay.
It's fine. Let's go.
After the scarf, should we put the scarf in?
I think we
Bag.
should put it under the chairs or something. Like.
I'm gonna
Pin it to
lift
the
a leg
ground.
of the chair and put the scarf.
Wait. Okay. I was gonna say you wanted to put the scarf in a bag.
Oh yeah, I was like, should we take the scarf? But I can also put it like underneath something so it doesn't
I mean,
fly around.
I'm guessing that if we took it off the premises, it would either get much weaker or lose the haunting altogether.
It's a good question. It's a nice scarf. We could sell it, I suppose, or Asher could wear it once we know it's not haunted no more. I've got one, so I'm fine.
I could.
But
Or we just leave it.
let's leave it.
Order the
Let's
bank.
deal with
Mhm.
what the matter is at hand, and if we
Alright.
come back to retrieve it, then we do.
I couldn't see that happen unless it's enchanted. I couldn't see that happening, which could be determined with a quick check.
If you'd like.
So what are you
I
trying
can
to
do it
determine?
as an action if there's any actual enchantments on the scarf.
Do you have detect magic?
No, I have quick identify.
Okay. No.
Fortunately not. I don't detect magic particularly well either, so we'll just assume it's haunted for now, and if we deal with this matter, then we can come back for it or not. Whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to have any obvious like magical anything's going around on it.
Okay.
It just looks
Just
like,
looks
a
like a
nicely
fancy-
made scarf. Yeah.
Yeah, then let's just
Pretty
leave
expensive.
it and move along to the next door.
So you leave the scarf alone, and around the corner to the left on the western side of the room, there is another door. You approach and open it. On the other
the dining room.
side, you see the dining room. A series of chairs spread out around a table. The table itself appears to be like a deep mahogany. There are twin fireplaces on the south sides of the room.
I'll step in so we can get a look.
Let's see. To the north, there are massive stained glass windows that obscure what you suspect would be a rather breathtaking view of the Lost Coast coastline. Each of the windows seems to depict a monster rising up out of smoke. That's pouring from a 7-sided box. So there's like a little 7-sided box at the bottom of each, and like a monster rising up from each of them.
7-sided?
From left to right, we have a gnarled tree with an enraged face. The next one is an immense hook-beaked bird with sky blue and gold plumage. The next one is a winged centaur-like creature with a lion's lower body and a snarling woman's upper torso. And the fourth is a deep blue squid-like creature with evil red eyes.
Alright, keep your guard out from an attack.
You think the windows are haunted?
I think the windows are the most prominently hauntable thing in the room.
We're just all gonna get all close and cuddly up in here.
Step around the corner here.
They're just random rolls, don't worry about it. It's fine.
As you step into the room, you can see there's another door on the opposite side, and to the south, there's the sort of connecting hallway, with the there's a large spiral stain of mold on the floor.
Let's
as
immediately
well.
try our exorcism.
But on what are we focusing on? You know, the
Yeah, what are you
windows or?
trying it on?
The windows. The windows.
All right. Okay, let me roll my assist here. Looks like that's a 25 on my religion check to assist.
Okay, just the one assist. Told you. 11 total.
Okay, so that's 12, 13. Okay, so the two of you pause and try to repeat your mantras at the windows, but nothing seems to happen. The windows don't seem to be doing anything.
Okay, well. That probably worked then, so we can resume looking around.
Like a gross stain in the hall.
Mold, I think you said.
Yeah, if you approach, you can see. There's just this. There was a ratty throw rug on the ground. That's like pretty heavily decayed. And growing up through it is this like strange twisting pattern of mold underneath. There's also what you see as on the eastern wall, so on your left facing it, is a rather gruesome looking antique. What appears to be a small mummified monkey's head, with its mouth gaping and a bell pull extending from it.
And a what?
A bell pull, like a little chain.
Oh, okay. Huh. Can I?
It's kind of like mounted there on the wall.
Take one of these chairs. This is a chair, right?
Yeah.
Can I like?
You're
of-
standing right beside a fireplace. There's a chair behind you, though.
Oh yeah, like over here.
Yeah.
can I like take that chair and kind of push it onto where the rug is? I want to make sure the floor is like not gonna collapse over there.
Okay, yeah. So you push the chair across the rug, kind of pushing the rug aside and checking the weight of the surface. Doesn't seem like the floor is going to collapse now.
Okay.
But now you can see the floor more closely. And you've kind of accidentally revealed what looks like... It kind of looks like the mold pattern is depicting a spiral staircase descending downward. Each step littered with skulls and bones.
Like a 2D picture, or like there's something actually going down?
No, like a top-down 2D picture.
Oh, okay. And the mold is doing that?
Yeah, it's the pattern is there in the mold.
Oh, that's...
And it doesn't appear to be like shaped this way, it appears to have just grown this way.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Well, that's not too bad. I mean,
There's this weird mold pattern over here if anyone wants to see.
I'd like to take a look at the windows real quick first.
Okay.
So all of these creatures were growing out of a 7-sided box each?
Yes, each one, there's a box at the bottom. And yeah, they kind of look like they're coming up out of the boxes.
Are there any other symbols on those boxes that perhaps seem familiar to any of the symbols that we've seen before of the Sahedron? And
I would allow, if you're trained, I would allow Arcana or Occultism.
I could do Arcana if that's all right. Do have a bit of that someplace. Here we go. That's not a very good roll. It's only a 12 total.
Okay, you notice some strange runes on the boxes, or on the stained glass boxes, but you're not sure what they are, what they mean.
Hey, we all have clever improviser. We don't need to be trained.
Does it allow you to be non-trained?
It does. That's the part. The human feat allows us to
anything that you would normally need trained to do, you can attempt.
Okay.
Well, untrained.
Well, damn.
Ooh, I can attempt exorcism.
Yes, you can. Sorry, I was
Yay! Asher's exorcism.
We're just real good at making shit up as we go.
I think you've all got the gist now that you've seen me do it a couple of times.
I'm still gonna let you take the lead. You're still a bit more on the religious fervor than I am, but that's okay. So what is this you found down here, Asher?
Oh, the mold's growing funny. It looks like it made a picture of a weird spiral staircase with skulls.
That's disturbing.
It is.
Is there anything under the rug? If we move it, does it?
I mean,
or is it like
that is what's under the rug, the mold.
Is the mold itself? So it's not. It is literally just a 3D picture. It's not like it's projecting below.
No.
But there's a staircase right here.
Yeah, this is a chair that we...
That said, there is a monkey head on the wall with a pull chain.
Want to just randomly pull it?
The answer is yes, but at the same time...
Yay.
All right. If you'll move, Asher. Let me squeeze by here.
Wait, I'm gonna like...
Oh, did you want to pull it?
No, I don't. I feel like it's gonna open some trapdoor somewhere.
So you said it was right here?
I mean,
Yeah.
It might open the spiral staircase.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. I was hoping at least.
I'm nervous now about where to stand.
I'm going to. Is it a pull chain, just a straight rope, or does it have like a little hook in the bottom, or like a
It's
loop?
got like a little like metal link that's like larger than the rest, so you can like reach your finger in and pull it down.
Can I put the butt of my staff through the hole from a distance?
Your staff end is like a bit too thick to put in there.
It's a fence post.
I mean,
it's a literal fence post.
It's carved at the bottom. It is thinned out at the bottom, but not quite enough. That's fair.
Yeah, not quite enough.
That's fair. Then I will.
It's not a stake.
What about an arrow?
I was thinking something a little longer than an arrow. That's why I was going to try the staff. But
Oh, I've got a 10-foot pole that I chucked in the bag of holding, presumably.
As that's would a 10-foot pole be? One of those collapsible 10-foot poles be good enough for that?
I think a 10-foot pole is probably thin enough at the end that it could fit.
All right. Well, I'll pull that out of the bag of holding and
Okay, yeah,
make it long enough. Just long extra size.
It's collapsible.
It is
I mean, it's
collapsible, but still.
Okay, so
But we didn't
you pull
collapse it
out
when it
and,
went
like-
in, so we're just.
No, it's much more fun this way. We just slowly pull it out, and then Greshy
Okay,
will
the
stand
ceiling
from
is
a
only
distance.
about 10 feet up anyway, so you're kind of having to like weirdly maneuver it in this hall.
Yeah, kind of sideways, pulling it out, trying not to hit anything behind us. Watch your head. Oops, sorry. Okay, got it. All right, and from a distance, I will try and pull on the thing to see if that opens up a staircase.
Okay,
leading
yeah,
downward.
you do, and as the chain pulls, you all hear a the monkey just starts shrieking as loud as it can.
I'm going to use the stick and try and get it off the wall. Maybe that'll silence it.
Yeah, you pull the stick out of the chain and just kind of like tap the monkey, and the head just goes ka-thunk, thunk, thunk on the ground.
Does it stop screaming?
Let me see how long it's screaming for.
Is it like
That's a
one of
good
those
question.
toys that you pull and it like says something?
Kinda, yeah.
There's a snake in my boot.
I like it.
Okay. After about 30 seconds, it stops.
Okay. Did anything
love
happen? So I'm assuming no convenient little pathway opened up down to a basement.
No.
It's
You
unfortunate.
look around, you feel the house shudder again in the wind, but no sounds of armies of people running your way. No mechanical doorways unfurling before you.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I
Just
will.
a weird little monkey head on
I
the ground.
You want it?
that head. Yes, so much fun.
You know, fuck it. Greshy will use the stick and slowly slide it over.
Ooh.
He doesn't want to go down. Look, he's okay with some grime, but this mold stuff is
I will
bit too much.
accept Monkey
I-
head.
I'll just throw it in the bag of holding for now. That way we don't set it off on accident.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll
You
use
can go
that
ahead and mark
later.
that down as a hungry decapitant.
Oh, okay.
That makes it sound weird.
It does. I thought it was just a head that made.
It's hungry.
Hungry
what if it eats
decapitant.
things? What if it eats the head that's in there?
Gunn, were you keeping track of things in the bag of holding?
Yeah, well, kind of.
Okay,
Keep
well,
track of my stuff and loot.
I'll add it.
And I
That's
have
fine.
jammed a good deal of stuff into the bag of holding.
That's fine. I think we still have room. Pretty sure we
Okay.
did.
Yeah, it's a light item.
Oh, even better. So decapitated.
Just put monkey head. It's fine.
Okay, monkey head. Decapitated monkey head. All right. Well, now you have your monkey head to go along with your other weird things that you save up. Oh,
I love
hungry
it.
decapitant.
It screams. All right.
Alright.
So
You have screaming monkey head.
Thank you, item.
there's molding floor with weird pattern.
There's two doors here. Did we open those doors or those? I don't think we
I
went
don't
down the hall.
think so.
No, those
No.
doors have not been opened yet. And there's
And
another
there's-
door on the opposite side of the dining room.
So
As we-
before,
As we push the chair through here, does it actually like clear away any of the mold or disrupt the pattern?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, if you scrape it against the mold does peel away up off of the floor.
pleasant.
It just kind of curls.
If you want to save some of that, Asher, you've got bottles, I assume.
I do not want to save any of the mold. This doesn't interest me.
All right, fair enough. I'm not quite sure what catches your interest. So,
It's a mystery to all.
so a question for you, Gunn. Do you think we're better off continuing to search this level, or you did hear that crying?
Yeah, but we
I-
haven't found any.
I found stairs going up.
We did.
That was the
Yeah.
first door I opened.
Next to the drawing room.
Yeah. Let's keep searching around here.
All right. I
There's
just
a
wanted
few.
to throw that as an option. Well, which door would you like?
I guess the one on the right. Let's finish
The one
off.
next to the
Yeah.
mold here in the hallway?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's open that door.
Okay.
Kind of push the
so
chair
of the
over.
two doors that are in the connecting hallway between the dining room and the entryway, you open the one on the east side.
Yes.
It opens, revealing a
More doors.
staircase leading up.
Staircase leading up.
Oh,
Okay.
more stairs going up, so we have more ways to go upstairs if we need to.
All right. And on the opposite side.
You open that door as well and reveal a staircase going down.
Okay. Stairs up and stairs down. Well, I'd probably lean towards up first, since we are expecting that the sobbing is coming from upstairs. That might be where the primary haunting is located.
Perhaps we can do something about it.
Try this
but-
door up here
But first, let's
Yeah.
continue our circuit here. And
Aye. All right.
Okay.
Also,
make
I'd
your
like
way-
3 doors down below too.
back into
Or
the
not.
dining room, and then
Mhm.
around this way.
Okay.
So we'll head to the
you-
western.
Yeah, return to the dining room and open the door you had not yet opened on the west side. You reveal a dusty room with a long couch caked with white sheets of white wispy fungus. Eddies of dust skitter along the warped floorboards as if caught up by a slight breeze, yet you don't notice any wind in the air.
I'm going to hold my cloak over my face and step in to open the curtains
That couch is
With my-
certainly going to attack.
with my sword.
I don't trust anything in this house.
The couch itself rises up against you.
I'm going to push the.
Yeah, as
Holding
you
that
as you
over.
make a step inward, you can see. In fact, anybody who's looking through the doorway can see. Pacing in front of the couch are what appear to be like footsteps in the dust.
That's pleasant. Greshy will, copying Gunn's idea, pull his scarf up a.
What was that?
What?
I'm going to look at the. I'm going to keep my eyes on the footsteps, but I'm going to reach over with my sword hand and try to push those curtains open.
Okay, you push the curtains to the north open. So there's 2 windows in this room, one to the north and one to the west. So you brush open the northern curtains, letting a bit of light into the room. Nothing happens.
Greshy follows Gunn inside, pulls his scarf up over his nose as well.
Lori.
Maury.
Lori?
We don't know
Don't
any.
know.
We don't know anyone who that would refer to. No. Okay.
Might be the name of our questionable friend.
Let's edge my way over to the other window and open the curtains there as well.
Okay, you make your way over to the window and open the other set of curtains, letting in yet a bit more dim light into the room.
Okay. I do not have anything particularly ghost touchy about my weapon, but if I step back and then pass it through, not in an attacky way, but kind of like sweep,
Searchy way.
you can touch anything over those footsteps.
Okay. As you do, your vision goes blank white for a moment. and then suddenly you flash, or your vision flashes again, and you find yourself pacing in place in front of the fireplace. Something's wrong. Something's very, very wrong. Something's worrying you. What on earth is your husband doing? What is he doing in the basement? And then you stop and turn and look. You see your daughter there in front of you. There's
Which
sudden
daughter?
twinge of worry. Lori. Your daughter Lori, of course.
Okay.
Why would you even ask? You know her face. She's not but 5. She's much shorter than you. You give me a will save.
Okay. Will save. Will. Not very good. 16.
16. You need to take your daughter and escape this house right now.
Well, I'll tell her to take my hand.
Greshy, Gunn reaches out and says to take his hand.
Oh.
I look up at him and I say, "What's going on?
We need
Why?
to get out here.
We've got work to do, Gunn. We can't leave yet."
Panic is starting to settle in. You don't. It's almost too late. You need to go.
I'll grab his hand and her hand and start running back towards the dining room.
Okay, Greshy, Gunn grabs your hand and starts trying to pull you
I'm
along.
going to resist.
What is happening?
I don't know. Something's wrong with
What?
him.
Ash is like staring. He's like, "What is going on?"
Are you my father?
What?
Give me.
Would that be an acrobatics or athletics? Reflex?
Let's see. You can do either an athletics or an acrobatics versus his athletics DC. So what's your athletics modifier, Gunn?
About 11, I think.
Okay, so you need to beat a 21.
12. Hold on. Yeah.
All right.
11.
I'll try and slip his grasp there. But I only got to 19, so I think I'm getting dragged along.
You try to pull away, but Gunn is too fast for you. He grabs your hand and starts dragging you out of the room.
What the? Gunn, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Where are you going?
Gunn, what's going on?
Where are you
We need
going?
to get out of here before your father finds us.
Whose father?
You don't,
What?
how the
Greshy's
f-
dad
You don't
is
know my
here?
father. Oh god, he's freaking haunted or something.
What?
Gunn,
What?
snap out of it. I will
Gunn.
hit him over the head with my staff.
Okay, attack roll.
This is gonna go well. Staff, one-handed. That's a 10 hit.
Okay, you try to swing your staff at Gunn, but it just like clanks against his armor.
Gunn, snap out of it.
Gunn, give me a will save again.
All right. Let's do better. 21.
Something's not right. You pause for a moment and kind of wince, but you look back and see your daughter's face. She's terrified. She doesn't understand what's going on. You need to get her out of here. Greshy, I'll allow you another athletics or acrobatics check to try and break free. If you wish.
Yeah, let's try and slip the grip. But that's worse. That's a 12.
Okay. Gunn just keeps dragging
I'm just
you out of
along
the
for the
house.
ride.
I'm gonna try and get in front of them.
Okay, you
Ah.
run ahead and try and what are you
Stop.
trying to do?
Like, I'm gonna Gun. Where are you going? You have to
Resisting,
you have to
or she
stop.
keeps resisting. I'm going to have to pick her up and.
Oh my goodness.
Asher, give me what would you like to try and use to stop him? You can try diplomacy, you can try athletics.
Phelan's just following along, barking.
What is my athletics? Oh, both are quite awful. I'm gonna try diplomacy first. That
Okay.
seems good.
All right, roll diplomacy.
An 11.
Oh my god.
Gunn, you don't even
Yeah.
see Asher. You just kind of like try and barrel through. Could you give me an athletics check
Oh dear.
versus Asher's athletics DC?
I was thinking that I was gonna see the person we're running away from, so it
So
could be worse.
21.
Oh my
Asher,
goodness.
what's your athletics modifier?
It's a 9.
So
That
19.
beats it.
Yeah. Gunn just
Oh my
shoves you aside,
Ah!
barely even noticing you, and just keeps running towards the front door.
Oh my God.
and
Phelan.
as Gunn is trying
Phelan.
to maneuver the latch off, give me one more will save.
I
Sorry,
fail
let
and
me
bite him.
adjust the camera.
That was going to be the next thing.
17.
Okay, you need to get your daughter out of here. You swing the doors open and rush outside
I'm gonna pick her up
with your daughter
and
in
carry-
tow.
Phelan would be following, barking at Gunn the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, you know what would be hilarious is if instead
I
of
can't leave
Greshy,
the
I had
horse.
tried to pick up Phelan. That would have been.
That would have been pretty funny. I rolled for it to see who it would be, and it was.
Oh,
I love it. I'm down with it.
Hold on, let me switch the. Now that you guys are outside, let me switch global illumination.
I
on so
can't
people can
actually
see.
leave the horse in this scenario.
Asher goes
Phelan was
running
an
back for the
option, right?
horse.
I'm running
Okay.
back with the horse.
As we're running outside, Phelan would start biting at Gunn's other hand, trying to.
Phelan's trying to bite at Gunn's hand. Sure, give me an athletics check from Phelan to try and.
Sure, we'll see how he does. Not well. 15 for Phelan.
Yeah, he's trying to pull Greshy free, but it's.
Gunn, you're
Nothing-
too
nothing
strong.
doing.
God, you're so strong.
And as Gunn is running, suddenly all of the flocks of assembled crows in the trees, of which there are suddenly many more, begin to all like start taking wing, flapping, rising up out of the trees, and
Is that what I see too?
swarms. Yes, you all see this. 4 massive swarms of these disgusting crows fly up and begin to dive towards you. Let's get some initiative.
Oh boy.
Very unexpected series of encounters.
So 32 for initiative for Greshy, apparently.
An 18.
My impaired perception of 12.
They got an 18. Yes, going sideways real fast. Alright, so Asher is inside with the horse. Everyone else is outside currently as these swarms of crows take wing and begin to try and swoop down. Greshy, if you want to break free, it is an escape check. You can do acrobatics or athletics,
I mean, might as well keep trying. We'll try acrobatics to slip again,
and it's 1 action each time.
but that's a failure the first time.
Okay?
Is it
15.
MAP at all?
No.
Okay. We'll try a second time. It's a 27. I think that beats him finally.
Yep. So you try to pull away once, you're not able to do so. Then you like take a deep breath and scrunch up your arm and just yoink it out of his grip, and you're now free.
All right, and they're all up
One
in the
action left.
trees.
They're flying about 20 feet off the ground.
Shite. All right. With my third action, I will grab my wand. Which wand was it? My Burning Hands wand of widening.
Nice.
And that will be the third action I have. Phelan will move to try and bark at these crows, but he can only move this turn. And that'll be
Okay.
it.
All right, the crows. Let's see.
It's freaking Partland all over again. The joke is that apparently crows have decided downtown Partland's a great place to spend the winter, which means there's just bird crap everywhere. It's wonderful. Thousands of crows.
I see.
Thought we had a pigeon problem, and I was wrong. They're just screaming at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh yeah, it's not great.
Okay. Let me just confirm how this works. 'Cause I haven't done this in the system yet. Okay. All right. Okay. The 4 swarms of crows are going to all caw and fly about. We'll start with this bottom right one, which is going to... maybe I should put them in the back. So let's see. It's going to surround Phelan with its first action, and they're all going to start diving in and attacking with their second action. I need reflex save from Phelan.
Reflex from Phelan is a terrible roll, 15 total.
Okay. Phelan takes 5 points of piercing damage as they bite and peck at him. And I need a fortitude save.
Oh boy. All right. Fuck. Excuse me. That was a 17 on the fortitude save.
Okay, he is fine. They're
right.
going to attack again.
Okay.
Sorry, I need another reflex save.
Oh, sure.
I should roll for this.
It's a bit better. 26 on that one.
26. Okay, that is a... it's not a critical success, it's just a success. So he takes half of 4, which is 2 points of piercing damage.
All right. Another fort save.
Let's see. No. 'Cause he
All right.
succeeded.
Okay.
He only has to do it if he fails.
Sure.
Okay, this next swarm is going to zoom in around you, surrounding both Gunn and Greshy. And attack 1 will be on Gunn, so I need a reflex save from Gunn, and attack 2 will be on Greshy, so reflex save from Greshy.
All right. Nice.
I have a 29.
Okay, that's a critical success. You managed to. You need to protect your daughter. You're throwing your hands up, blocking. The crows aren't able to get close to you. Greshy, you as well.
Also
you
29.
Swirl your rags. You're getting like quite a lot of holes in them, but
That's normal.
You successfully Batman your way out of this, not taking any damage from the all pecking. I don't think they can overlap.
Can they
each
stack swarms?
other. No, but they will surround you.
That's my first successful use of the bulwark ability
There you go.
of the half plate armor.
Nice. Nice.
3 to reflex saves against damaging effects.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
really cool.
Asher,
Instead
you
of
hear
dex.
the sound of squawking crows and flapping wings coming from outside.
That doesn't sound good.
Hundreds of tiny wing beats.
Here I
And
am.
you look outside and you see these swarms of sickly crows surrounding your
Oh
companions.
my goodness. This is awful. Alright, hold on. Give me 1 second. Whee! Oh, nope, but I almost moved my character. Okay, here we go. Okay. And the door is open and everything, so I can shoot if I want to, right?
Yes, the doors are open.
Okay. So I'm gonna move as my first to the door since I was away from the door.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna shoot at the closest crow swarm to me with my crossbow.
Okay, so that's
After,
this one over here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I'm gonna hunt target this one that's closest to me, and then I'm gonna try and shoot it. Try is a good word because of the swarm.
Prey
A
is kind of
24.
curious on swarms too.
Sorry. 24 will hit the swarm, yes. So the way
Yay.
swarms work in this edition is that you can actually hit them now with single target attacks.
Oh, that's nice.
But they tend to resist basically everything but one type of damage. But in this case, you're using a piercing crossbow, so that will hit and do normal
Oh,
damage.
yay. Hooray. Alright, so... Oop, never mind, ignore that. Here you go. 6, it's an 8.
8 points of
Plus-
piercing damage.
Plus
Okay.
your
Plus,
Oh, plus
do I have
crossbow
another
race, right?
plus? Oh, yes.
not-
So 10, I think, total.
Yes, 10.
Okay.
I have to
Yeah.
write that. I always have
All
to write
right.
it down.
You fire a crossbow bolt that goes streaking through the crowd of. There we go. The crowd of carrion, taking out like 10 or 15 of them all in one shot.
Yes.
Oh.
Get out of here,
Pretty
birds.
heavily thinned out that flock.
That are my 3 actions.
Okay. Oh, actually, do you know what Hunt Prey's bonus is? What type of damage?
Let's...
And crossbow ace. I need both of them. I need to know whether or not they're precision damage. Or it is immune. But if you find that out, Gunn,
Yeah.
could you do a will save for me, please?
Sure. I have activated one. Okay. And I have a 13.
Okay, your daughter is in deep trouble. You look around and there is a dagger at your side that you can use to try and protect yourself, but that's the only piece of equipment that's nearby. Otherwise, you need to get your daughter out of here. And she's released herself from your grasp, and the crows are flocking around her.
I'll use my dagger to try and swipe at as many crows as I can hit.
Okay, so you'll use your longsword, but you think it's a
Okay.
dagger.
All right. Let's go with.
It's just like a butcher knife
Okay,
that
one.
you happen to have.
Yep. Attack number 1, a 31.
31 is a critical.
All right.
And the damage is 11. It's not on fire, so it's
Yeah, it's on fire. So we'll go and roll
Plus.
damage twice.
27.
27, even with
slashing.
the minus from its resistance, will destroy the swarm around you. You swing wildly, cutting through as many crows as you can. Their small body is falling to the ground, and the rest of them kind of dispersing. That was action 1. Or action 2, I guess.
Yeah. Draw a weapon. I think. Can I? There's another crow swarm that's within reach.
Yes.
Yes. I'll turn on them as well. So, attack 2.
Yes, Ido, they could learn information about the crows if they used actions to do so.
Yeah, but
14 to hit the crow swarm. Yes, that'll actually hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, okay. My bad, I was not ready for that.
They have
Perfect.
words, you know, words.
7 points.
Okay, so you basically just managed to catch one crow. It squawks as it collapses to the ground, but the rest of the crows remain undeterred. Top of the round, Greshy.
All right. Greshy will flick his wand forward towards the ones to the north.
Okay.
And expend 3 actions to do a widened burning hands, which will make it a 20-foot cone, which should engulf all of the birds, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no way.
Can you get
Maybe
both
that's
swarms in
natural
one?
Unfortunately, I was trying to see if I'd have to move, and I can't do... I guess I could do a regular burning hands if I did a movement, and... Well... I'd probably catch Gunn if I did that, though.
Not if you diagonal stepped to here, right?
You're right. Yeah, I could actually do that. So I'd step there, and then instead of widening it, I just do a regular burning hands from
Okay.
the wand.
So you
But I'd
diagonal
still catch
step
both of those.
and burning hands at both of these sets of crows.
Mhm.
The northern
DC 20.
crows got a... What is that total?
So reflex.
They got a 27 on a natural 20, so that's a critical
Ooh,
success. They managed to
that-
disperse around the flames and reform just fine. The others, they roll and get much less than that. They fail, and they're also weak to area damage. They take a bit of extra damage. So what's
All right,
the total?
so that would be 2d6 fire damage. Total is 10 damage.
Okay, so they end up taking, amusingly, 13 points of fire damage, which is all of their health. So that swarm gets engulfed in flames. The fire spreads from bird to bird, and they all just kind of pop, 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 crackle, pop, and become
not sure.
little roast chickens on the ground.
I'm not sure how I'm going to reconcile this one.
I'm not sure either. We'll find out. Turns out your daughter's also haunted. And Phelan is going to do his best to start biting at the birds nearby him. And he'll take 1 bite action. Strike action out for 17 total.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, 13 piercing damage.
Okay. He manages to leap out, grab and bite through multiple of them in one solid chomp. Many of them
Excellent.
are starting to flee. There's only a handful of birds left.
Oh, good. Uh-oh.
Bird time.
Yeah, birds.
The northern swarm is going to move in closer and flock around Gunn and Greshy. Both of you give me reflex saves to avoid the damage.
Of course. That's a 26 on mine.
I have a 20.
Okay, so you both succeed, but neither crit succeeds. So Gunn, you take 3 points of piercing damage. Greshy, you also take 3 points of piercing damage, and I need fortitude saves for both.
Even on a success?
Oh, not on success. Never mind.
Okay. So I was double checking.
The other swarm is going to continue to surround Phelan, so I need 2
Leave Phelan
reflex
alone.
saves from Phelan.
Reflex. That's a 26 on the first.
Okay, success.
It's a 30 on the second.
Crit success, so it only takes... Oh shoot, you guys should have taken half damage.
So 1 instead of 3?
Yes, 1 instead of 3 for both of you.
All right.
And
that
Phelan
was wrong.
also takes 1 point of piercing damage, but does not take fortitude. Yes. Asher.
Me, okay. So, the hunt prey is precision damage, I found out.
Okay.
But, crossbow ace doesn't say, it just says
It's
plus
just
2
additional
circumstance
damage.
bonus, yeah.
Cool.
So, that is what we've learned. And, so I'm gonna use my turn to 1 reload, which I've been all over my sheet today. Let's see.
Did you not reload at the end of the last round?
Nope, I just attacked.
Oh, you moved. That's right. My bad.
Okay, you reload your bow.
Reload.
Crossbow.
I'm going to attack the same swarm I've been attacking, which is the one surrounding my friends. I'm going to attempt that. 23.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Right. Damage is 4 plus 7 with hunt prey for 11, 12, 13.
But you said it's the hunt prey that's precision.
So
Okay,
if
so the
we're
hunt
not
prey
using
won't
that, it's
won't
just
do anything, but the 4
yeah,
piercing
4 plus
damage
2.
is enough to eliminate the rest of that swarm. The remaining birds disperse. There are only a
And-
handful left that are surrounding Phelan.
for my third action, I actually did want to ask, like, why would the crows start swarming my friends when they weren't before?
Sure. Give me either. This would be a religion check, actually, or occultism, I guess.
Oh, good, a 7. Yeah, I don't.
You're not sure what exactly these things are, but now that they're kind of flocking like this, they look like they've almost got like a hive mind. They're probably not even alive the way that they're moving. But other than that, you don't know anything about them.
Yeah, it's my last.
You've not seen this phenomenon. Gunn, will save, please.
Yes, sir. Aye, aye.
But will you though? Oh, there we go.
Here we go. A
Okay,
30.
seeing the strange flames burst out of your daughter, you've finally shaken yourself free. You see where you are and what's going on, and you've somehow made sense of this convoluted situation. I mean, I have your turn.
Okay. I will run over by Balin here and attack me some crows
Strike them down in your anger and your fury.
with my slashing sword.
Okay,
Nice.
that is a
30.
critical, and that's guaranteed to kill no matter what.
And a total of 26 points.
Nice.
Okay.
Very
You
nice.
swing, slash through as many crows as you can. The rest kind of fumble and take wing and disperse out over the sea.
What the fuck was that, Gun?
What has happened?
Some kind of possession thing. I saw there was a woman and a little girl. They were trying to escape the Lord of the Manor. Well, she may or may not have actually tried, but she had a feeling of impending doom based on what the Lord was doing in the basement.
Well, seems like the basement's a place to check as well.
Yeah, some sort
But
of ritual.
still, frickin' get your shit together. Don't do that. You scared the shit out of me. It's dragging me along. You're strong too. Jeez.
You are star. You pushed me out of the way.
I didn't even see you there, Asher. Sorry.
Greshy will pet Fail and remind him what a good boy he was, taking on them crows and heal him back up.
Okay, so that's heal animal for
Like 24,
Yeah.
which is more than enough to bring him back to full. And I'll worry about that point later. Well, I suppose we should go back inside and see what else there was to look at, huh?
Since we're out here, how about we try this other door?
Oh, circle around the other way? Sure.
Okay. As
We're
you
just gonna-
guys make your way towards the other door, there is a sudden flash of light in the distance out over the sea. And a few seconds later, there is a crash of thunder as the house shakes and trembles.
Let's definitely get back inside before it starts really raining.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's
I'm
try
sure that
open
wasn't
the door
ominous at all.
if we can.
Okay. You all approach the door. Gunn reaches out his hands, grasps the door handles, twists them, pulls them open. And that is where we shall end for tonight.
God be praised. God, you're
sorry,
so
Ida.
strong.
Sorry, chat.
Just like, what the fuck?
Well, that was our session for today. I hope everybody's enjoyed the strange hauntings and happenings going on. It's a little different from the usual fare, but
Oh, it's fun.
It was
It would have
fun.
been so thematic for Halloween, but
yeah,
Christmas
Well,
haunting.
yeah.
The
good ol'-
Christmas spirits are upon us.
They're not very nice, just like
There's-
the real
there's-
Christmas spirits were.
There's like Christmas ghosts, right? Like,
There were a couple.
Yeah, there were at least 3.
yeah, December can be haunting too.
The
Thanks.
scarf was very Christmassy.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, it's nice. It was a nice scarf. We should definitely remember to go back for that if, we don't die or get haunted to death, or get haunted right out of here. Gunn.
Well, next time you can be the one testing the things.
I was going to. You jumped first, and I was just like, okay, I'll let you do it. That was good.
All right. Well, what's our schedule like? So next week, are we on?
We are on Monday
We're
next
on
week,
Monday
the 16th.
next week. So set your calendars for Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. After that, I think the week after we are out, and then we'll hopefully be back on the Monday after that. But
The 30th,
yeah, keep watching on their Twitter and Facebook. We'll keep you updated. Yeah, that's all I got for tonight, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you all for watching. Have a good night.
See you next time.
Good night.
Gute Nacht.